Content warning. The following article contains spoilers for the Lord of the Rings trilogy. The premiere of Rings of Power expanded the already grand world originally created by J.R.R. Tolkien. There's undoubtedly more interest in the Lord of the Rings franchise thanks to the TV series, which may inspire some viewers to revisit the original trilogy. One of the iconic characters introduced in the trilogy is Saruman, the White Wizard who cast aside his morals to side with Sauron. The villain has unsurprisingly become the subject of numerous memes since then, with some perfectly summing up his actions, relationships, and story arc in the movies. Drawing a crowd, Saruman may be just one wizard, but his cunning ways and strategic plans allow him to accomplish unimaginable feats. This is why when Sauron asks him for an army worthy of Mordor, he goes above and beyond to assemble an army great enough for an assault upon Middle-earth. A hilarious meme praises the terrifying army Saruman manages to gather and create for Lord Sauron. He proudly brags about this accomplishment to Grima, as the wizard foolishly believes himself to be much more powerful than his enemies at this point. Not a friend to halflings despite being some of the bravest characters in Middle-earth, Saruman looks down on halflings or hobbits. He even insults Gandalf's intelligence by saying his love of the halfling's leaf has clearly slowed his mind, which is why he didn't find the Ring of Power in the Shire earlier. A meme pokes fun at this annoying moment, which speaks volumes about Saruman's character. The villain believes that only the powerful are worth associating with. This is seen again in the way he refers to citizens in Rohan as peasants, who live in barns. Some useful information. After suffering an obvious defeat thanks to the Ents' attack on Isengard, Saruman doesn't lose any of his arrogance or haughtiness. Gandalf offers him a way back to the good side, but the villain only mocks their search for information. A witty meme captures Saruman's tendency to be condescending and egotistical, even when he has lost a key battle. Fans may recall how he offends the courageous characters one by one after refusing to help them, which soon leads to his satisfying demise. That scene made it clear that there's no going back for the White Wizard, who believed in the Great Eye until the very end. One revelation after another before the intense confrontation between Gandalf and Saruman, the Grey Pilgrim laments about how he never knew the ring was in the Shire right under his very nose. He's soon concerned about the revelation that Saruman has been using a powerful palantir, but Saruman has another shocking fact to admit. A meme highlights the moment Saruman tells Gandalf that the Nine have left Minas Morgul. The entire sequence that follows only further emphasizes how Saruman tends to withhold knowledge if he believes it's to his advantage. Abandoned reason. One of the most iconic quotes from Lot R is said after Saruman insists that it would be wise to join with Sauron. Gandalf is understandably mortified by the suggestion and has the perfect comeback, asking the wizard, when did Saruman the Wise abandon reason for madness? A gut-busting meme reflects Gandalf's disbelief at Saruman's foolish decision to serve Sauron. He has cast aside not only their friendship, but also their role as the angelic Maiar, who were sent to Middle-earth to protect it from threats exactly like the Great Eye. Not the best prison. Gandalf is left struggling to find a way to escape when he finds himself stuck on the rooftop of Orthanc thanks to Saruman. The White Wizard takes his time before once again asking Gandalf to side with Sauron, almost murdering the Grey Pilgrim in the process. Gandalf is saved by Gwaihir the Windlord, and he escapes riding on the Great Eagle's back. A humorous meme points out the obvious flaw in Saruman's plan, as the villain should have known that Gandalf is a friend of the Eagles. The way he overlooks this crucial alliance hints at the way the antagonist is far from perfect, which fans once again see when he underestimates the Ents. Gandalf wouldn't get it. Both Gandalf and Saruman are angelic beings called Maiar who were sent to Middle-earth by Eru to protect it from threats like Sauron. This explains why Gandalf is shocked to realize that Saruman has been studying and practicing Mordor's dark magic, which ultimately corrupts him. A funny meme underscores the stark difference between Gandalf and Saruman by the time the Grey Pilgrim confronts his old friend. Saruman has spent years immersing himself in dark magic and has been irreversibly changed by it, not to mention the way it has made him think there's no stronger power than that of Sauron's. A god on Middle-earth, Saruman managed to create some of the most powerful creatures in Lotar by solving the orcs' main weakness, which is their intolerance of sunlight. The fearsome Uruk-hai are a cross between orcs, goblins, and men, and serve to strengthen Sauron's army in preparation for the War of the Ring. An amusing meme reflects Saruman's obvious enjoyment at being able to play God, as he's forming new creatures that can supposedly rival whatever Gandalf has prepared for the other side. The moment he shows his complete army to Grima emphasizes Saruman's confidence and pride in what he has accomplished. If he can't beat them, Saruman used to fight for good and was once even the leader of the White Council. He began to change when he immersed himself in Mordor's dark magic, which soon leads to him pledging his allegiance to the Dark Lord Sauron. A humorous meme references the significant change in allegiances that defines his character's actions in the trilogy. He completely believes that no one is capable of defeating Sauron, as he even tells Gandalf that, against the power of Mordor, there can be no victory. Saruman is totally convinced that he has chosen the right side, which is just disappointing for everyone who relied on him as a protector and wise leader. Gandalf the Fool. Following Gandalf's success with King Theoden, Grima Wormtongue brings news to Saruman in Isengard. Learning of Gandalf's transformation and all it implies infuriates Saruman, which immediately prompts him into insulting the wizard. For Saruman, he's not Gandalf the White, but Gandalf the Fool. A meme serves as a callback to this perfect comeback, which hints once again at Saruman's egoistic personality. He's clearly threatened by Gandalf's newfound power, but will only express this through useless put-downs. He can't stand not being the strongest wizard in Middle-earth, so his anger only fuels his motivation to fight.